Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to hopefully be doing a video on picking up some more Transformer toys. If you had happened to have caught the last, or one of my last videos, I had shown you a few toys, Transformers that were new, sealed from the early 2000s that I had picked up from a coin and collectible place that I check out every once in a while. And I had stopped by this place yesterday, and unfortunately they were closed. However, I was able to, I kind of peeked through the window, and there was, I would say, probably 8 or 10 more Transformer toys similar to the ones that I had picked up a few weeks back, or about a month ago now. So we're heading there today, hopefully to strike a deal, and we can show you some more cool Transformer toys, and see what happens. All right, you guys, we just got here. We are about to go inside. They are still sitting in the window, so that's good. I don't think I'll be filming in there, just out of respect for the owner. So we're gonna hopefully go in there and snag these toys, and we'll take them home and we'll dive into them, and we'll show them to you a little bit. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, you guys, so just a little sneak peek. We managed to grab not 10, but 18 different Transformer toys, actually 19, and we have a whole trunk load. There's Armada series, there's Energon series, there's just a whole bunch of stuff in here. Even grabbed a couple of comics, cool Spider-Man 20 centers. So we are gonna get these home, and we'll spread them out, and we'll take a good look at everything. All right, you guys, so welcome back to my house. We have unloaded everything. We've got it all obviously brought inside here. I kind of already went through and looked at prices, of course, just to see what I how well I did on this haul. Like I said, I'm going to be keeping quite a few of these. Well, probably like 3 or 4 of them, but a lot of them I will be getting rid of. So I did quite well, and I'm pretty happy with the find. So we're going to have to do some posting later on, maybe later on today or maybe tomorrow. And we'll get some of these put up on my just my eBay page, just to make a little bit of money, so I can keep kind of fueling this this habit or this addiction. So but starting off, I think what we'll do is I've got some of the smaller ones over on this side, and then I've got some of the bigger ones over here off to the side that you can't see. But yeah, there's quite a range of series between we got this Ultimate Bumblebee here. We've got some from your Transformers Universe series. There's some from Transformers Armada, and there's a couple from your Energon series, and then there's a few other ones in between. So we'll go ahead and get started and kind of go through this collection. And a side note too, these all have been coming from a guy who I guess has been kind of not pawning them off, but selling a few here and there at a time. And I just got really lucky on this one, and picked up, there was 19 of them. And I actually also picked up a couple comic books and some Alien on-card figures, but those were totally unrelated to the guy who's been dropping off all these Transformer toys at this little coin and collectible place that I've been fortunate enough to find and have gotten some pretty cool items from. So just going through, taking a look at this first one. We've got your Ultimate Bumblebee Transformer. And this one, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what series this is from. But this is obviously one of your larger ones. And I was taking a look at the back of this one. And the super conversion is level 4. So that obviously is the highest level for some of these toys. So this guy probably has quite a few moving parts, and just taking a look at all his detail, there's a lot going on with here. And, from the little, those would be like your air ducts from the front fenders to the chest plate. And he does make some, well, he is, I believe, battery operated too. He doesn't make any noise right now, but this one is from 2000 and I think this one was 2003. Yep, 2007. So that one right there. This one I'll probably be letting go. I like Bumblebee, but this is kind of one of the higher dollar ones, and I do need to obviously sell a number of these to get my money back, but we did quite well on these, so I could probably afford to keep a couple other ones, but I've kind of limited myself to like 3 or 4 of them, and I'll be calling those out as we move through the video. So, and I apologize, I'm going to have to dip off camera a couple times to get all these pulled out, just because I don't have a big enough staging area so we can have them all readily available and get them within reach. With this next one here, this one's just from your Transformers Cybertron series. This is Thundercracker. This one did have a little bit of bubble damage, but I did actually poke a couple holes in there, just really tried to be as least invasive as possible, just so I could correct the bubble and make it more presentable. So this will be one of the ones that we'll be letting go. So we'll move on. This one here, this one is from 2004. Now, mind you, some of these did have a little bit of dirt on them, probably just from sitting in the storage unit that they had come from. But a lot of it just wipes off with a little bit of, elbow grease and some spit shine. It seems to come pretty clean. But here's one of your, let's see, this one's going to be, so let's see, that's Silverbolt, Transformers Universe, and that is, I believe that's a Decepticon. Yeah, yep, so this is one of your Decepticon characters. I don't know all my Transformer characters. I obviously know a lot of your main ones. But so this will be a learning experience for me too. So, and then we've got another one here from your Transformers universe. This one is Black Arachnid, so that's a pretty cool big just spider guy. Again, this here's another Decepticon. 2003 is that one. And we've got a couple heavy hitters in this video, some that are really sweet, a lot of big ones. There's I think 7 or 8, actually really more like 5 big ones, and then even the medium ones are pretty good size. So, but we do have a couple more from this Transformers Universe series, which looking at the next one is Depth Charge, which that one's a pretty cool jet style transformer. You can just see all the different colors in there. Some of the other ones from that series. This one, I believe this is probably another Decepticon. Yeah, I think so, with that guy right there. Looks like Depth Charge. And then this next one's pretty cool. This one is Tankor and Obsidian. You see where these originated from, the KB. Well, this one came from KB Toys. Those two were KB Toys. This one here just has a $20 price tag on it, but some of these are going for anywhere from 60, 70 to 120, and then some of your bigger ones that I picked up are around like 200, 300. So just depends on condition, of course. But again, these are all new, sealed. Every single one of them has never been opened. So this was an incredible score. And I know from the little intro clips that I shot, I went there yesterday, right? And I wasn't able to get in. They were closed. And I could just see a few inside the window. And I maybe counted like 5 or 6 and then saw a couple more. So I think I was around like 8. And then as soon as I got in there, it just exploded. And there was 19 of them for sale. And I was a little hesitant on all of them. I was like, hadn't really figured I was going to be spending what I did, but I had enough money and I pulled the trigger, and I'm really happy that I did. So, but moving on, we do have a couple smaller ones from the Energon series, and these ones are going to be from 2003. We got your Ironhide, and that, I believe he's Autobot. This one, this is your skill level 3. So that one's still, as far as moving parts, Then articulation, this one's still got quite a bit going on. I don't think there's anything less than a level 3 here for the most part. Maybe some of these smaller ones might be like a level 2 if they even have them that rating on the back side. But another smaller, medium-sized one is your, this would be your tread bolt from the Energon series. Again, 2003. And this guy here is, I don't even know if they make that actual machine, but he's got like a roller in the back, bucket up front. He's on tracks. And then they give you like a little Jeep runner there too. So that one's pretty sweet. And let me get some of these out of the way so we can make room, because they're only getting bigger from here on out. So got to save some room for some of the big ones. Put them off to the side. And one of your first Optimus Primes, there's like 4 of them in here, I believe, 3 or 4. But this one here, so this is Optimus Prime from the 20th anniversary DVD edition. And he will transform, obviously, into the truck. He does have this base that has some sort of sound, which doesn't work at this point. I'd imagine the batteries are dead, considering this thing is from 2006. So just basically 20 years old. I'm sure the batteries probably died out, but another awesome piece. Box is in really good shape. Has just a little bit of dust on it. Nothing that a little microfiber towel couldn't wipe off. So, which I've already done to a few of these, just so they were a little bit more presentable as we're going through them. And then our next one. And if you guys hadn't seen, I had it was either my last video or 2 videos ago, there were a couple from this Transformer series of, I'm not 100% sure where this one is from. It's almost like it's the Brawl series. They all seem to say Brawl on them. But I picked up a Megatron, or excuse me, an Optimus Prime from this series. And this trip, I got this is a Decepticon Brawl. We got your Deep Desert Brawl. And we also got your Megatron here too. So, you know, I'm feeling like I'm going to probably keep the Megatron from this series. But we'll see. I might end up letting him go, but I mean, how can you not like Megatron? I mean, just look at that face. All that detail in there. Again, box is a little dirty, but all that comes right off. Just a little dirt. But these ones are all from 2007. But you can just see. So this one is Super Conversion Level 4. So again, a lot of moving parts, a lot of articulation, a lot of detail. And these ones are actually rated for ages 5 and up. But I don't know if I'd be giving this to a 5-year-old. Now, granted, toys are meant to be played with. Of course, I wrecked all my toys growing up, so you know you got to let them have it. And if they break, they break. That's what they're for. That's what they're here for. They're here for play. So, but yeah, I mean, just all the detail on some of these guys. I really do like the Decepticon Brawl. He's pretty sweet. But I think I'm a little bit more partial to Deep Desert Brawl, which these ones I am going to be getting rid of. I like the characters, but I'm more attached to like Megatron and Optimus Prime, you know, your 2 heaviest hitters, I'll say. So, like I said, got to be selective on what I keep, and I gotta make my money back a little bit here. So I can't have everything, or else my house would just be overfilled. But moving on, we are going to bring up another Optimus Prime. And this one, I think, is one of the ones that I'll be keeping. Actually, these next few, I think I'm going to hold on to. But this one is from the Armada series. It's Power Link's Optimus Prime. And just taking a look, I mean, it's even got, I think there's a mini con in there right next to his gun. But that is just an awesome Optimus Prime variation. I mean, that thing is super tactical looking. Right up front there. It's from the Unicron battles. But this one, let's see, this one, does it have the level? Yep, so again, this one, so these are all higher level transformers. This one is your expert level conversion. You can see that highlighted up there, number 4. And then just look at everything that he's capable of. I mean, there's a lot going on, but that's pretty awesome. But like I said, this is probably one of the ones I'll hold on to, which I've already figured that if I hold on to the 5 or so that I want and get rid of the rest, I'll still potentially double my money, and those aren't even the big dollar ones. So fortunately, I went to this place on the right day, and I'm able to increase my collection while also, making a little bit of money so I can further fuel this habit. So moving on, we have a Megatron with all sorts of colors from the Energon series as well. And that one has a little mini tank. I'm assuming that's probably his gun. That probably shifts around. Let's take a look at the back. But I'm going to guess that moves around and acts as his gun, which you can actually even mount him on the plane. Yeah, so it does. Yep, that is his gun. Again, another level 4 conversion kit. Or conversion, excuse me. But this one I might keep, but I might let this one go. It's gonna be tough. We'll have to decide. I'll start posting all the smaller ones first, and then we'll see how I feel down the road if I want to get rid of a couple of the bigger ones too. Last one on this side. Now this one is probably the best one. Not my favorite. It's probably close because there's a couple other ones over here that I really like. Probably just because they're the bigger ones. But this one, again, from your Armada series, this is a 2-pack. This is Jetfire with Powerlinks Optimus Prime. So this is a pretty significant one of the haul. Again, you can see a little bit of the dust there. And then there's 6 minifigures in there too, if you guys can see those. And sorry for blocking everything. But I mean, and these things have some significant weight to them too. There's a lot in this box. And like the others, this one is from the year 2003. So this is one of the older ones too. I mean, you're talking 22, 23 years old now. But a little bit of dirt. That again, a lot of that wipes off, or has been, fortunately. So even when I go to sell these, a lot of these are still going to be in, I'm not going to say mint condition, but pretty darn close. So but that does it for that pile. We're going to move on to the bigger ones that we have, and let me clear off a couple of these smaller ones just because these boxes are pretty large. So, and if you guys have stayed this long, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Just having a good time sharing some of the things that I've been picking up lately. And if you guys are liking what you see, like and subscribe. And throw a comment down there if you'd like. But this next guy is Constructicon Devastator. And if you guys remember from Revenge of the Fallen, where he's out there sucking up they're out there in the desert sucking up all the vehicles and chews up on the twins a little bit, which is hilarious. But yeah, this guy, you can see he's got a little bit of function, opens wide and starts hauling in, grabbing all the dirt and destroying everything. But this one's on the potential keep list. But we'll see. Such a big box. I mean, this thing is like 18 inches tall, probably 16, 18 inches wide, 10 inches thick. So this is a huge piece. And again, super conversion, level 4 right up there, you can see. But pretty awesome. Yeah, this one's really cool. So yeah, I think you can break them all. Yeah, you can break them all down into all the individual little vehicles as he is. So this one is pretty cool. again, haven't decided if I'm keeping this one or not, but he's right in the middle. So, but moving on, oddly enough, I had actually sold the similar one of the next Transformer from the last haul that I did at the same place. It's just a different color variation. And I can't remember if it was from the same year or if it was just two variations or different years, but this is your Transformers Energon series again, Omega Supreme. The original one that I picked up, he was more grays and blues, no yellows, and there were some reds, but this is a big different color variation than the first one that I picked up. So, and I'm told he's probably gonna, this guy that's been dumping these off at this place that I go to and shop, he's the owner there said he's probably gonna end up bringing more. So I might have to just call every once in a while and just see if he's got any. So, but again, I got these for a really good deal, so it was hard not to pick all these up. This was one that I'll be letting go. This one I will sell and get rid of just because, you know, he's cool, but again, he's not one of my characters that I'm overly familiar with or too attached to. But again, level 4 on the conversion scale, so he's up there with your moving parts and articulation and difficulty. H5 and up, and it's from 2004. So again, another cool one, Omega Supreme Energon series. Big, very big. And we've got just 2 more left, and both pretty cool. One pretty unique, one that I wasn't really expecting. Didn't realize they did this, but we'll save him for last. And this one is Unicron from the Armada series again, Armada. I keep probably saying Armada. There's a local town called Armada nearby, but it's probably Armada. So, but this one's pretty cool. This one I think is from the year 2003 as well. See him in there. A little more pieces down and in. Tells you everything about the guy, how to move him, what everything does. Fists pop off. Eyes light up. And this one, yes, this one is from, if I can find it on here, it's different in every box. Oh, there it is. So this one is from 2003, but you can see what he looks like. Pretty cool. And they do such a good job with these boxes too. There's a lot of artwork on here. Just a real appealing box to display. Like I said, I'll probably keep all these in their boxes just because I have no real reason to pull them out and play with them, as it were. But still cool. Gonna have to put up some pretty big shelves to hold all these. Got quite a bit. I've already got a shelf anyway, but we're gonna have to find some heavier duty ones to support all this weight. But moving on to the last one. This one I thought was really cool. This is your Darth Vader Death Star Star Wars Edition Transformer. Had no idea that these guys ever did a mashup like this. So a little bit more of that dirt that I was talking about, but a lot of that again just rubs right off. So be able to clean these right up. Honestly, this is probably the one that has the most damage to the box. You know, a little dent there, corner blown out. But, I mean, for the most part, all these are in pretty nice condition. You know, a little bit of corner wear in some spots on some of these smaller cutout portions. But this one is from, again, sealed. Everything's sealed. So I don't know if the guy dropped... Well, actually, the guy that is dropping them off acquired a storage unit. So whoever owned these originally, I don't know if they were a collector, if they were a dealer, but they have a lot of them. So I've picked up 24 of them now. I originally picked up 5 from the first haul and then 19 this time. So I've picked up 24 Transformer toys in 2 hauls. So, but this one is from the year 2007. You can see everything that he does. He looks like he's even got a little stormtrooper hanging out in there, which is kind of cool. It looks like it stays in the legs. So, but again, just a fun day, fun 2 days really. You know, last night after or going there yesterday afternoon, and then you know, being worried that I wasn't going to be able to make it there the next day, but we were able to rearrange some stuff in the schedule, and I went there first thing in the morning, and I got in there, looked at them. The guy remembered me from last time. I'd been there quite a few times, so he knows who I am. But, you know, I counted them up. He shot me a price, and I took it. And we hauled them up, and we brought them home. So really fun experience. I was pretty excited when I found these. And I'll be able to disperse some of them out to you guys watching, or, you know, anybody that stumbles upon them on eBay. So, but again, just a fun way to get outside, do something fun, fuel your habit without dipping into your, you know, your 9 to 5, because obviously we still got bills to pay and we got to keep the lights on. So this is just a cool way to do it. But again, guys, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me and following along. And again, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video. All right, guys, thanks. See ya.